What is going on my wonderful people out there? It is your boy Dress0 here today to talk to you about the Nagoryuki changes from Guilty Gear Strive patch 1.24 season 2. So basically, I'm gonna go through this because I think Nagoryuki was top 3 if not the best character previously before this patch dropped, and the patch has been out since Thursday, so that's about 4 or 5 days. And basically we're going to be going through all his changes, and by the end we're going to come up with a verdict. Were these changes enough to balance Nagoryuki and make him not such a terror in this game? Let's find out, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first change we're going to be talking about is Nagoryuki's 2S. Back before the patch dropped, his 2S was minus 15, it took 15 recovery frames in order to recover, and now it is 21 recovery frames. If you don't know, that is a huge nerf to Nagoryuki's game plan, because I don't know if you've ever seen it online, but basically Nagoryuki's, when they were in high blood and they knew that they cannot use any special moves before popping, they would literally just spam this move over and over and over and over again, and basically it would stop any approaches. If you had a low like Stun Dip or even Sin with Elk Hunt, any approach, basically it would stuff it on the ground, and he would recover fast enough to hit you with his close slash, or hit you with something else that basically anti-air. It is 21 recovery frames, so now Nagos can't just spend. Look how slow that is, and it's minus 11 on block. So if Nagoryuki doesn't cancel that button, you will get a punish on him. So it's so good. I believe that this is a change that needed to happen, and I do think that that does weaken Nago and make him a little bit more balanced. Now that his far standing slash follow-up now has less recovery, it is going to be harder to punish Nagoryuki, so that is a buff. Before this move, this third one right here, was super negative, and you could punish it. Like if you were pot, you could pop buster it. You can get a full close slash combo on Nagoryuki for throwing out this button on block. It makes his mix-up game more deadly. And basically before, you had to play this RPS game with Nagoryuki, even though the far standing slash follow-up was really negative. You would either like stop, go for Beyblade, or like even go for Beyblade and then go for the command grab. You could, or he would actually finish the string and then get a full counter hit into combo. So it was crazy, and now it's going to be even crazier because this third hit here has less recovery, and you can play, you know, more RPS with your opponent. That does favor you, so that is a buff. Alright, so this next change is basically a change to his far HS, which is his heavy slash, and basically they reduced the lowering hitbox. So now Stun Dipper, Elk Hunt could go under this button. Before, the hitbox would be really a lot lower, and so he would be able to stuff out moves like that. Can you believe that he would be able to stuff out like Elk Hunt and stuff out Stun Dipper and stuff like that? So now that they reduced the lower hitbox, so it's higher up, this move will not be beating a lot of those fast lows. So that's good. That is a nerf to him, and I do think that makes him a little bit more balanced. Alright, so the next change that we're going to talk about for Nagoryuki is a change to his blood gauge. So basically his defense modifier now changes based on what level of blood he was in. I don't know if you remember, but basically one of the most frustrating things and one of the biggest issues that people had with Nagoryuki was the fact that not only was he good at every range, not only did he have a crazy mix-up game, not only was RPS most likely in his favor in any encounter interaction, it was hard to kill him. He was like a raid boss. And so Arx has decided that, okay, if he's going to be a one-shot character, if he's going to be doing all this crazy stuff, he needs to be able to die and take damage. So before, like a combo like this, when Nagoryuki was basically in level 2, it was all the same. You would just get something like 127. And so now at level 1 blood, it does 130 now when it did 127. So they increased the defense, or decreased the defense modifier by 11%. So in level 2 he takes more damage, and in level 3 he has 25% reduction. So let's see what that looks like. Alright, so it's 158. So Nagoryuki is taking a way bigger chunk of damage than he ever did before. And if you get a counter hit, you're just gonna blow this man up. Like, it's basically like he almost has chip health at level 3. So now Nagos are gonna have to be a little bit smarter, think a little bit about what moves they're using, which is what I believe Nagoryuki should have always been in the first place. They kept giving them them all these ways to manage their blood gauge. But if Nagoryuki is going to do that much damage, have that much mix-up game, he has to have some kind of consequences. I believe the health and reduction to his 2S here. Oh, sorry, I kept hiking. But his reduction to 2S is a step in the right direction. Do I think he's balanced? We have to see. But in my personal opinion, I do think it's going to be a lot easier to fight Nagoryuki online. I think he has gone down a little bit. Now, I could be speaking too early, but I do think the changes to him make him a little bit more balanced. Nagoryuki is always going to be good unless they completely decimate him. So I don't expect him to fall from grace. I don't expect him to fall out of the meta. But what I am saying is that we can now do a better job against him, and it's not going to be varying. And Nagoryuki, it's not going to be like, oh man, he only has a little bit of health, but you can never count on Nagoryuki. No, that's done, because when he's at level 3 blood, when he's low on health, he will die for getting hit at that stage. So I think Nagoryuki changes are great. I do want to see how they continue to develop, and I'm really excited to continue to play this patch. I will be giving you more Guilty Gear Strive content as it comes out, as I find out more things. I'm super excited about that. And yes, down to the Nagos, bro. Y'all are done, hopefully. I can't even say for sure, because again, even though Nago isn't always out big because of his health, because of his character design, he is not always out. But with that being said, if you stayed to this portion of the video, I think you like fighting games just as much as I do. So consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video, as it does help. And also consider sharing it too if you want to see your friends to see it. That would be really appreciated. Also follow me on Twitter at Dread01. You can contact me there. You can tweet at me. You can inbox me, whatever. I'm pretty small right now, so it's basically like I can reply to everyone. And so that's going to be super awesome. But with that being said, that's pretty much it. Your boy be out. Peace.